podcast is a commentary and discussion show. All topics are based on publicly available information and are presented as opinion, satire, and conversation. Nothing discussed should be interpreted as absolute fact or professional advice. This is the Belligerent Broadcast Network.
And we are live. What is going on, people of Earth? What is going on, Nick?
What's going on?
February 22nd, 2026. So what's going on, Nick? How was your week?
Oh, it's been quite a busy week, man, you know? Not so much on the world stage, but definitely at the home front.
Oh, there's been a whole lot going on the world stage.
More of the same.
No, did you see Gretchen Whitmer, our absolutely
our princess
governor, making a fool of herself in Munich?
I did not.
Oh, yeah, she made a giant fool of herself talking about shit that she has no clue what the fuck she's talking about. AOC did the same thing, and so did Newscomb, you know?
Do you have some clips of Whitmer on that? Holy shit.
Got one clip. I'll have to see if I can find it again. Let's go into the topics. So while I'm looking for this video. No. Oh, here it is. All right, so this is our governor in Munich on the world stage.
On Ukraine, what does victory look like? From my vantage point. Ambassador?
No, please. I'd love to hear your answer.
It is. The two that I am on the panel with are much more steeped in foreign policy than a governor is. But I do think that.
Okay, I just want to say, she wants to run for president. You know she wants to run for president. She's not done just being governor.
She's great at sidestepping.
Oh, she's fantastic at sidestepping.
Prepared.
But why is she on a global stage?
A panel like this,
talking about
a national platform. I mean,
Ukraine.
People just don't do their homework.
Yeah.
Really, it's embarrassing.
I do think that Ukraine's independence, keeping their land mass, and having the support of all the allies, I think is the goal. From my vantage point. Go ahead, Ambassador. Do a better job.
Why is a state governor in Munich speaking on foreign policy?
On our behalf.
On our behalf. She has no clue what the hell she's talking about. She's stammering and yammering and can't even form a whole sentence.
She's starting to sound like Biden.
She's one and the same with Biden.
So
that's insane.
Are all the Democratic nominees and leaders robots or clones, or what are we working with here, bud?
I think they're all stupid.
Oh,
they're plain and simple. Gavin Newsom has said some dumb shit. We got Gretchen Whitmer out there on the world stage for nobody has a clue why she's fucking on the world stage as a governor. She should be fixing the shit here at home. She blew our budget up to $88 billion. We're spending $14,000 some odd fucking dollars a child in our schools, and we're ranked 44th in the U.S.
She just wanted to visit Germany.
She is fucking failing. Oh, we don't even want to talk about her trip to Australia, her trip to fucking Italy.
Well, that's what we pay for here, bro.
Where she spent $25,000 per night to stay in a fucking hotel? No. That bitch needs to be investigated, charged, and fucking hung publicly. I can't stand that bitch. Fucking stupid, making us all look bad. What was the other one? We got AOC over there doing dumb shit, too.
Not all crickets. Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez went to Munich this week and made some comments about foreign policy. Look, I don't hate anybody, and I certainly don't hate the Congresswoman. But how can I put this? The Congresswoman is kind of like Vice President Kamala Harris, but with more bartending experience. She has never been accused of being a policy maven. You put her in a presidential primary with Elizabeth Warren or Rahm Emanuel, they will.
Elizabeth Warren would do great.
Snack.
I
shouldn't say this, but she can get me back. Somebody told me a joke today. They said Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez announced today categorically that she is not a moron. And she went on to say she hasn't even been to Utah, much less embraced their religion. Now, she can get me back. I don't dislike the Congresswoman, but
she's not a moron. She's never been to Utah.
Her, as I've said,
referring to the Mormons.
I get it, but
let her speak. And so far,
Yeah, just let her talk. She seems to think Venezuela is south of the equator. It is not.
A lot of people just don't know shit about fuck. You know what I mean?
These are the people running our fucking country. This is the problem.
They didn't get there by being smart.
No, they got there by being a bartender, apparently. I don't know whose dick she's sucking to get to where she's at, but it's got to be somebody's. She must give some great sloppy toppy to be that stupid and be sitting in that seat making $175K a year. Probably more with all the fucking backdoor deals and shit. I bet her fucking net worth is skyrocketed just like Ilhan Omar's.
I mean, most of them do. Just look at all of them. Pelosi, McConnell.
Yeah, any of the career politicians are fucked.
Pretty much all of them, yeah. I mean, I could go on a list. I might as well pull up the list of them and name them all off. Because they're all of them.
Basically all of them.
Except for like 1%.
All right, so for me, tonight isn't about party politics. It's about performance. And it's about accountability. All the things I want to talk about. It's about why people who are supposed to represent us keep getting to keep their jobs no matter how badly they perform.
The government's a fail upwards kind of job.
And then it fails downward.
Oh, shit always rolls down the hill, bro.
It does.
Shit always rolls down the hill.
And it never pays to be the guy at the bottom of the hill. We just watched elected officials go overseas and struggle to speak confidently on issues they chose to weigh in on, whether or not they are qualified to weigh in on them or not. And the bigger question for me is, why does it feel like there's no consequences?
I mean, simple answer is there hasn't been. There hasn't been consequences for any of this shit. I mean, even with the Epstein files, there hasn't been consequences to any of this shit. Nobody gets in trouble.
Prince Andrew's been arrested.
He's the only one.
So far.
Literally the only one. But he got released already. He's not in jail. He's good. He's clear. They're trying to get him.
Cleared him yet.
He's still in the succession, the 8th succession to be king.
But he's still not cleared of the charges.
Oh, he's not cleared of the charges, but he's free. You think they're going to nab him again? His ass is gone, bro.
I think he'll be in court.
I can guarantee the king is going to send his
ass off. Just because you get arrested doesn't mean you stay in custody the entire time, and that just means that
not when you got the backing of the royal monarchy.
Didn't the family shun him?
To a point, but they don't want to hurt themselves.
So they're probably going to help him with counsel, but they're not going to...
Well, who paid the bill? You think he has the money? If he lost his title, why would he have any money that has to do with the monarchy anymore?
Any money he's got in his possession might have still remained his.
That's crazy.
I don't know how all that works.
That's fair. They're definitely trying to get him the fuck out of the news, though. I can promise you that. The king wants to get rid of his ass, dude. He's like, he doesn't want him in the succession anymore. Because, once again, as I've said already, he is 8th in line to be king of the United Kingdom. Even with all this, he is still 8th in line. He lost his titles. He's still technically 8th in line.
And the king should be able to do that. He's a king. Make a decree and fucking call it good.
It seems pretty simple, doesn't it?
I don't understand what's holding that up. If you're the king and you want to fucking shed somebody of your own bloodline out of the fucking secession, just do it. You're a king. You have the ultimate power. Make the decree and call it good. Well, that's what being a fucking king is.
That's what being a leader is. But it goes back to why aren't we arresting people that have committed crimes here?
It takes time to prepare federal indictments. From what I'm seeing in third-party news sources and non-mainstream news sources,
I can agree with that.
We'll start seeing perp walks by August. They're already bringing the Clintons in for deposition. They're bringing the Les Wexner in for deposition in front of Congress.
Well, he already had his. The Clintons want to do it publicly. Hillary Clinton wants to.
They wanted to do it privately. And Congress told them no. They wanted behind closed doors disposition.
Bro, I was just listening to a podcast. Hillary Clinton, literally her speaking, saying, we want to do it publicly.
And that's now, after they've been threatened to be held in contempt of court. Dude? That is now.
It's all a pony show,
and that
bro.
Is after they went and put the 3 most powerful attorneys in Washington, D.C. on their legal counsel for this.
Dog and pony show, folks. That's all it is. A little donkey show down in Mexico for the world to see.
Because originally they wanted to do it behind closed doors. Congress said no. They wanted to do it publicly, and the Clintons said that they were going to refuse to show up.
Funny enough is she specifically says they want her to do it closed doors, and they want it, and her, as in Hillary and Bill, want to do it on the live stage. Now you're saying this contradictory.
It is completely opposite. Everything I've
it's
read
just so funny, bro.
They're only coming out and saying they're willing to do it publicly now after they went and lawyered up.
Of course. Even Wex Wexler's lawyer yelled at him for saying too much shit about the Rothschilds in his interview.
Yeah, well, if you answer anything else with more than 5 words, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I've seen the videos.
Dude, it's wild, bro. What?
It doesn't sound like a guilty person.
And then
to me,
they laughed.
you know?
And then they laughed about it. No, I would agree with you on that. If he's gonna say some shit like that, I mean, we're talking about a recorded world stage event.
Yeah.
And it's kind of wild that it kind of shows that the lawyer is probably paid for by the Rothschilds. Let's just be real about that. Why would they say that?
He's a billionaire. Why would he need somebody else to pay for his attorney? Wexner's a fucking billionaire, bro.
I know he is. How'd he get that way?
He's been a business mogul his entire life.
You don't think any of that was pieced off? Why would he know?
Well, of course, it's all pieced off. When you get to that level, everything is pieced off.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He knows all the information behind the doors. Not all of it, but he knows behind the door information.
But you don't get that way by just magic. You have to work yourself into a position to get there most of the time.
Some people get there.
You start shaking hands and rubbing elbows with the right people, and you can get there.
That's fair.
There's still some effort. It doesn't just happen by magic.
Unless you're the New York
mayor.
mayor.
Unless you're a Mossad agent and,
or the mayor of New
funded
York.
by Israel and over here collecting blackmail on everybody.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
Epstein.
AIPAC.
So let's talk about something here. Congress has an approval rating that hovers around 15 to 20%. Yet, the people that are in these offices and have been in these offices continue to win at about a 95% rate.
There's no challenging.
You think it happens by accident?
Fuck no. It's like the money. It's just numbers on a screen, bro. Just like voting. It's numbers on a screen sometimes.
So do you think voters are actually choosing their representatives, or are we just defaulting to whoever's already sitting there?
I think part of the problem is that, only 10% of the people here actually vote? That probably plays a big role in it. We can go beyond that. I believe in election fraud and whatnot. There's definitely people have testified for that, having programs that can actually do that kind of stuff. But it also plays a big factor that only 10% of our population actually votes in a democratically.
No, it's more than that. It's more than 10%.
I don't know if it's much more than 10%, man, of people that can vote.
Because normally in the primaries alone, it's normally about 21% of eligible voters go out and vote.
All right, I might be a little off, but it's not the majority. The minority votes for sure. And when I say minority, I mean the lesser half of the majority of the people in the country.
So if we're just going by stats alone, roughly 70% of eligible voters show up to vote in the primary.
70%?
70.
Off of what? Because we've heard multiple different stats, man.
The American Presidency Project, Census.gov, CAWP all say about the same thing. Voter turnout in 2020 and 2024 from Pew Research Center. I don't think 10%. I think 10% is way too low. I think 70% is high. But I mean that's the stats on there.
I guess I was under exaggerating, but honestly 70% seems way too high.
It seems way too high.
There's no way, dude.
I mean, I guess
maybe the last couple, yeah, because it's been kind of, I mean,
it's been a fucking battleground. The last couple, Hillary and Trump was miserable.
Yeah.
Biden and Trump was miserable. I don't know. I'm just seeing incumbents have name recognition. They seem to dominate the fundraising aspect of it. They definitely have more PAC money. And it just seems like they keep fucking up the districts so much with the gerrymandering that they're making it impossible to even run a relatively fair race.
If that's correct, the registered voters in the country, it's only half of the people in the country. So I guess that's just being registered. That doesn't mean you're going to vote. That just means you filled out the voter registration form, which we all mostly have, I feel like. I guess not, apparently. But super weird how the numbers are not matching up, man.
You mean to tell me that only 320 people voted in Alaska? I highly doubt that.
No, it's in thousands, bro. Look at the top. It's all in thousands. So that first 176,000 is really million. It's 176 million.
Yeah, so that's a 73%. And a lot of these are 60%, 40% of the voting.
I guess eligible voters, for sure.
And I'm not saying there's not fraud in there, because we all know there is, but...
Oh, 100%. I was just looking up some more facts.
Do I think it's more than 10% of voting age people showing up to vote? I do think it is more than 10%. I've stood in line sometimes to vote. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Sometimes you got to stand in line.
I just wisp right through the line.
Right around the block.
It's never been that long.
It probably won't be anymore with all the mail-in ballots.
I thought they were getting rid of that.
For real.
I hope so. They should get rid of mail-in ballots.
I agree.
I mean, if you're
part.
if you're in the military, that's one thing. So if you're deployed and you are deployed during voting time, yeah, you should have a right to vote as you're out there defending our country.
I think there should be certain stipulations to it, but I mean, it makes sense. Even for people in the homes, like nursing homes, like older people, makes sense for them. People like us, fuck no. If you're going to vote, get your ass up to there, stand in line, do what you got to do, but also work, bro. You know what I mean? That's how they get us.
What do you mean? That's how they get us?
Well, if you're got to be at work, you can't be out voting. I mean, I guess maybe you could leave your job depending on what kind of job you have.
Most jobs let you leave to go vote. Every job
I've
ever worked at in my
jobs.
life has let me leave to go vote if I wanted to go vote.
That's fair. I'll accept that. I mean, at this point, bro, it's all a fucking dog and pony show. Consistently gonna say that, dude. It's all garbage. All of it is a show. And to bring up aliens again, bro, like I guess we're going back to Project Bluebeam. You know what I mean? We're just gonna have a one world government like we already do, but everybody's gonna accept it and be okay with it now. Do you see the Y-Files thing where it talked about having them pop up over all the major cities and get everybody to fucking lose their minds and be okay with all this shit, and then like wiping our memories? And I mean, it sounds crazy, but so did the discombobulator at one point in time.
The discombobulator.
Yeah, what they used in Venezuela. That's what Trump called it, the discombobulator.
Fuck.
That's what it's called now. We just use fake words.
We live in a fucking bad sitcom. I swear to God, we do. I had notes for today's show, but this is just, it's gone out the fucking window. We're 20 minutes in and it's gone out the fucking window.
What do you mean? You're so negative, dog. What's that?
I don't even know.
I can't get away from. We can't even get away from any of this shit because everything goes back to fucking this bullshit, dude. Everything that's going on, for the most part, goes back to the same as bullshit. Corrupted officials, the Epstein files, Israel, or war. I mean, that's really what's going on. Stealing money from working people.
Yeah, as is the way of the world. Well, I was trying to get on. Let's get these corrupted officials out of office. Term limit these motherfuckers. They won't fucking term limit themselves. Do it.
We got to bring out the guillotine. Guillotine, sorry.
The guillotines. Yeah, I mean, it worked so well for France, didn't it?
The one time.
Yeah, but in the 7 times since, it hasn't.
I mean, you know. It's got a percentage of failure rate, for sure. A little high percentage of failure rate. FDA approves things for less than that, though. You only need like 10%. You're good to go.
The fuck are you talking about?
For drugs to get approved, you need like a 10%, 15-something% success rate for it to actually get approved. It's got to work at least that amount of time.
It can't be that low.
It's not very high.
I mean, all I know is with most of these drugs, I see the side effects are way worse than what it's actually going to
Dude,
take.
it's like, oh, we'll fix your shaky hands, but you're going to have the diarrheas.
Yeah, you're going to have explosive diarrhea. Your hair's going to fall out. You might go blind. And oh, yeah, every time you lick a sucker, it's going to taste like a battery.
No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
At least your ass doesn't itch anymore.
But your hands won't shake anymore.
But isn't that crazy, bro? Only about 10 to 14% of drugs that enter clinical trials ultimately receive FDA approval, with an overall success rate of roughly 8 to 12% from preclinical testing.
That's not saying the effectiveness has to be that. That's saying how many that get submitted get approved.
100%.
That's not efficacy. So, I mean, hey, at least they're doing their job. At least it's not, 85% of things that get submitted get approved. They're filtering something.
Oh, they filter no matter what, but most things don't work for everybody.
No two people are the same. No two people's genetics or bodies are going to act the same with every medication, but
there's no one size fits all for that. I know they have gloves like that, but I promise you they do not fit everybody right.
All right, let's be honest. Most energy drinks taste like radioactive syrup and leave you vibrating like you just licked a power outlet. We don't do that here. That's why we partnered with W Energy. No sugar, no crash, no jittery anxiety spiral at 2 a.m. Just clean and locked in focus, whether you're gaming, lifting, working, or deep diving into conspiracies at midnight. If you're going to fuel up, do it without poisoning yourself. Go to dubby.gg, that's DUBBY.gg. Use code BBN at checkout for 10% off. And here's the real reason you should care. Every order using our code helps keep this show alive. It keeps the lights on, keeps the mic hot, keeps Nick unfiltered and me employed as an editing wizard. You want more episodes? You want better production? You want us cooking every week? Support the sponsors that support us. W.GG, use code BBN for 10% off your order. Don't outsource your energy. Now let's get back to the show. So the FDA does not have a standard efficacy amount for it to get approved by, or for it to get approved. All it has to have is substantial evidence of effectiveness.
Yeah, so that's even worse than the 10%.
Yeah, we're basically all lab rats.
So when you see, yeah, no, 100%, we're all lab rats. There's no denying that whatsoever. And even when you see, now thinking about it, when you see things like not FDA approved, what does that even mean anymore? Because like if it doesn't take much of anything to be approved by the FDA, what does not approved by FDA mean?
Not approved
Either way,
must mean it doesn't have substantial evidence of effectiveness.
But I mean, a near 0% success rate doesn't sound like it has a lot of effectiveness either, just to be honest.
I don't make the rules, man.
I mean, but like for real.
The rules.
Shit don't make no sense, man. It's wild. Absolutely
The
bonkers.
FDA employs a least burdensome approach to data gathering. For medical devices, the standard is a reasonable assurance of safety and effectiveness. That's fantastic.
Sounds fantastic, sure.
And that's right from the website of the FDA and the National Institute of Health. This is a problem.
Yo, everything is in plain sight, you guys. Like,
The data's there. All you got to do is look. And you ain't even got to look hard anymore. They ain't
it's a
hiding
fucking
anything.
joke. No, they're not hiding a goddamn thing anymore, bro. Everybody knows. The Rothschilds are in charge.
I think we're just...
Trump is working for the Jews. Like, everything is up in the open at this point, dude. Like,
I mean, it's kind of hard not to deny that, or to deny that Trump is in bed with Israel, because this shit's plain as day.
Yeah, he's working for him, or he's secretly one of them. He might be a closet Ashkenazi Jew.
No, I think someone's just putting money in his pocket and guaranteeing him. I mean, yeah, look, we're going to carpet bomb Gaza, right? We're going to carpet bomb Gaza, and Trump's going to put a new Trump hotel over there.
Oh,
he's going to have first dibs at the land for the most tremendous piece of property on the
Middle
Gaza
East Palisades. What did he call them before? Like over in California, he was making a joke about that shit.
Yeah, he was going to put a pier over there like in Maui and all that.
Yep.
So, I mean, come on. You don't think somebody's lying in his pockets going, hey, you go ahead and you go do this over here, and we'll let you be.
Well, look at AIPAC. It runs most of Congress.
AIPAC's bought probably 75% of the seats in Congress.
Yeah. So,
AIPAC owns our Congress. It's disgusting.
And because of our checks and balances here in the government, well, supposed checks and balances, I should say, because it gets a little fishy. But regardless, if 75% of Congress is owned by AIPAC, and that's a estimated number, everybody. That's not actual factual number at the moment. But that means Trump can't do a whole lot without their approval, because he still gets checked by the Congress. By the Senate, I should say. More so.
I mean, but the Republicans have the House and the Senate. He's not really fighting back that much.
No, I mean, that's why he's been able to do so much right now.
No, he's ruled by executive order, which has been every...
But I guess that goes back to him being bought.
Time.
He's bought and paid for. Bought by Netanyahu, brought to you by Israel.
This is why we're going to get pulled off there.
Little MAGA yarmulkes.
Okay, so the MAGA yarmulkes were fucking... That's
This
hilarious.
is so fucking weird, bro. It's funny as fuck.
I don't know if it was AI video
Oh,
or not,
probably
but dude,
AI.
it was pretty funny.
If not AI, I'm going to scratch my head even more.
Are you going to buy one? You going to buy one to cover your bald spot?
Listen, bitch, it ain't that bald yet. You fucker. But yeah, I've thought about it. I've actually thought about being Jewish, because if it does go bald there, like, I got to put something there. So that makes sense. Like, oh, it's for my religion, And nobody notices the bald spot. I'll just get one, like, glued on. Never falls up.
Just go get you a toupee, my dude. Replace it with hair, not a hat, you fucking Goomba.
That's life, folks. Be lifing.
All right, so what else you got for us today? I don't really have much else for us today. I was going to try to talk about term limit in Congress and everything else. You're too far down your rabbit hole today.
No.
Yeah, huh?
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm. Every time I've tried to steer away from it, you go right back down the rabbit hole. So I'm just going to let you go. What else you got?
Well, I guess we can talk about this video of Wex Wexler admitting that the Rothschilds were running Epstein, paying for his activities. You know, and I saw something else talking about, you know, Epstein was just the guy making the plans. He was like the secretary, basically. So who's actually in charge?
Well, we all know he wasn't in charge.
Fuck no.
He was the errand boy. That's exactly what he was. He was a little errand boy.
He was groomed, 100%.
That's not the word I would use.
You don't think he was trained to be the way he is?
Trained is one thing. Brainwashed is one thing. Bribed is one thing. Groomed is a whole different word, especially in this genre of what we're talking about.
This is fair given the current nature of things. Understandable.
I mean, he was paid by somebody to do something. He was paid by a lot of people. All the bank transactions are there.
Follow the money, folks. Always follow the money.
Yeah, it'll lead you exactly where you don't want to go. It'll give you the information you're seeking. But once you see that information, you ain't going to be able to unsee it.
You can't unsee that, folks.
Well, and then you start noticing the pattern with everybody. Do I think that Bill Gates ended up with an STD from a Russian hooker? Absolutely.
100%.
Do I think he would try to slip his wife some antibiotics to make sure she don't catch it? Yeah, probably. I mean,
the amount of things men that have that much money could do is almost beyond our thought processes. Because it all seems fake.
well, I mean, and
Because you and I wouldn't go do that shit.
In Bill's defense, maybe Melinda should have been putting out more. And he wouldn't have to go get a Russian
How do we
hooker.
know she wasn't okay with it?
Right.
I mean,
They're all
she was
into that
getting
weird
paid.
shit. They're all into that
She was
weird
getting
shit.
paid for sure. I mean, there's no way what is she going to tell him? Like, no? Like, he's paying for everything, you know? I mean, but then again, they got a divorce. Whether that was purposely or because of shit like that, I guess that's up in the
Yeah,
air.
and then you see Bezos' name come up in the files too. So what? Is his divorce caused by all this too? Did all this happen?
Damn, that's a good
All this
point.
happened right around the time that all these crazy divorces happened. Tom Hanks's was had COVID in Australia in a hotel for a couple weeks when the Epstein got arrested, and there's a whole lot of weird happenings, and all these people's names come up in the files. So I mean, what?
Yeah, I mean, you know, facts of life or coincidence.
Ain't no such thing as a coincidence anymore. Ain't no such thing as a coincidence.
I mean, you can't even call half the shit conspiracy theories anymore. All the people that were called crazy the entire time we were growing up, now all of it's coming true. I mean, all the different shit you see on the cartoon adult shows predicting things, whether it was meant to predict it or made it happen, I don't know. But it's kind of weird. Trump on the elevator, or the escalator, sorry. The 9/11 shit before it happened with The Simpsons. But pretty much all The Simpsons. Oh, and guess what? The guy that wrote The Simpsons was also in the Epstein files. Interesting. It's almost like it's planned. Or a simulation, like we've talked about more than 3/4 of our episodes at this point.
Yeah, there's something going on. I don't know what.
Shit ain't right, bro.
Well, I was trying. You keep going down to Epstein.
Everything is about that right now.
You're obsessed with Epstein, bro. It's crossed.
It's
It's,
so-
crossed into the line of obsession with you.
It's so far reaching at this point. Like, what are we talking about? It's crazy.
I don't have that much time to sit there and look into one thing. I think Epstein, that shit's a distraction.
One of the distractions for sure.
Because what are we gonna do about it? The dude's
Apparently
dead already.
nothing.
The dude's dead already.
Supposedly.
So what? Get people for past crimes. Go get them all. Arrest them all. Do something about it. That ain't ever gonna fucking happen. The people that they take down are gonna be the fall guys.
Probably not going to happen. That's for sure.
So, and I mean, there's some dirty shit in the files for sure, but there's a whole lot of hearsay and nonsense in there too. It's getting real hard to decipher what's real, what's not in those files.
100%.
So I think maybe that's just why I'm tired about it. Because until somebody puts together something where it can actually go through the files and put shit together for it to make sense.
So you think they were made up then, maybe? AI did some of that shit?
There's sentences in there where Trump's name appears in random spots and sentences, and the
100%.
sentences don't make sense.
No, I've seen a lot of that.
So if the shit doesn't make sense and shit's inserted in places, to just boost the name search of somebody's name, fucking, it's not credible evidence.
No. Well, all of it was admittedly released without vetting it. The whole 3 million files were released, no vetting. That goes back to why we need some term limits, though, right? We got to get some of these motherfuckers out of office so we can get people in there that actually give a shit about us.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, Cash Patel and fucking Pam Bondi should be impeached and thrown the fuck out, too.
Oh, yeah.
They had a deadline, December 19th, and they far missed that fucking deadline and failed.
When does the government do anything on time?
They don't.
Except for landing on the moon.
They didn't land on the moon either. It's fucking all fake. Did you see India's moon landing?
I sent that to you, bro, too. I'm sure you've seen it, but that shit is so retarded.
India's
dude.
moon landing looked like a fucking Atari video game system. Looked like I was playing Battlestar Galactica.
Dude, I had to watch it a couple times. I'm like, whoa, what?
Yeah, I had to figure out what I was watching. And I'm like, dude, there ain't no way.
And
Your
they're all,
ship, like...
they're all clapping and cheering like it's fucking sensational, bro.
It looked like it was displayed on a 1950s tube TV.
It was a good old moon landing simulation video game.
Fucking terrible. And how'd they get the camera there? How'd they get the camera there to see it?
We always go back to the camera, bro, because like that happened in the first moon landing.
I want to know how that camera got down there first for India to then celebrate that they're on the moon with another lander. It looks like a fucking
Thank you
video
for
game
adding that
character.
in, bro. Thank you for adding that, because that's a whole nother...
They weren't cheering when they landed the camera. Fucking
You're
shit's
not
fake
wrong
as fuck.
about that, bro.
Fake as fuck.
Oh, that just opens up a whole more bullshit about it, dude. Jesus.
When you order a lunar lander from Temu, that's what we got there.
Temu's pretty close to India.
We had a couple warehouses there, I'm sure. I seen the video and I asked the question.
I keep forgetting about the goddamn camera, bro, because I was too interested. I was too focused on it being like an Atari video game looking bullshit. Like I was playing like the old game Rocket or whatever, where you're fucking like a little shit blown asteroid. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, you just like that little triangle shit blasting little asteroids out of the sky.
If it's bright yellow, where's all the dust? Wouldn't it be covered in dust? How would it remain to be bright yellow?
There's no dust. It's a spaceship.
There's no dust on the moon?
It's a spaceship.
I can clearly see, well, it might be a spaceship. I'm just saying, if the thing is bright yellow like it was in the video, where's all this dust from the moon that they claim that's why the fucking our moon landing was fake in the 70s? Where's the dust at from this one? If India's shit's real. There ain't no dust. The thing didn't change colors like it was fucking dusty, dirty.
Dusty. So, I mean...
I need somebody with a telescope to look at the south pole of the moon and tell me if you see that retarded little yellow thing on the bottom of the moon. Because that's apparently where they landed. They went to the South Pole.
Yeah, I saw the South Pole part, but, I don't have a telescope strong enough to see that. That would be fun, though.
Think our Galaxy phone would show us?
No.
No?
100 times ain't enough. I think we need more like 1,000 times or like 10,000 times, yeah.
I just need somebody to verify that this Indian thing went to the moon. Because I think it just looks too fake.
They'll probably just say it got swept off by the moon winds that weren't there before.
The moon winds?
Yeah, they'll say some stupid shit for sure. An asteroid hit it and knocked it out of place. Oh, we moved it to the dark side of the moon and now we lost signal with it and we can't control it anymore. It gone.
Did NASA's Artemis ever launch?
No.
No? So we never went
And didn't we
around
talk about that a couple weeks ago? It was supposed to launch on a Friday and now it got pushed back. So obviously there's some shit going on. And did we talk about how that's only going around the backside of the moon? Yes, we did. Yeah.
Well, it's orbiting. We're not going back. It's not going back.
We're not even going to
it's
the
just
moon.
orbiting the moon.
Yeah, they're just doing a little flyby, a little drive-by, pretty much.
Still wondering if we ever went in the first place. Cause
they're going to drop a couple aliens off back at their base.
They're going to drop some aliens off at the base.
I mean, at this point, what the fuck else? What are we flying around the backside for? We've already supposedly sent shit around the backside. Like, what are we trying to accomplish? This sounds like a waste of $1 billion right here.
Since the 70s, we haven't.
What could have possibly changed?
In 50 years?
Yeah. On the moon. The moon's still doing
on the part of the moon that we can't see.
The moon's still doing the same cycle it's been doing for the last all of human time that we know of. Even on ancient scriptures and sculptures where they have like hieroglyphics and stuff talking about it, It's been doing the same shit this whole time. The only thing that's changed is maybe the stars in the sky a little bit.
What about the cave drawings from before the Younger Dryas? Talking about the time before the moon. Well, there was no moon.
Ooh. Okay.
So has there always been a moon? What has
I've
changed
heard
in
of 2
50
moons
years?
before.
We supposedly have 2 moons right now. There's some asteroid rotating around the Earth with us.
AI Atlas.
Whatever happened to 3-Eye Atlas?
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, the 3-Eye.
Yeah, my bad. 3-Eye
Atlas.
Atlas.
It probably was AI. For all we know, it was AI Atlas. But yeah, 3-Eye Atlas or whatever.
I did see something about this recently, but it was talking about how it's still circulating, bro. It's going to pass by us again at some point. It's in our solar system for a little bit. It went around the sun. It looks like it's gassing off a little differently than it was supposed to, or what they thought it was originally. I don't know. I don't even know what's real anymore when I'm reading shit online, bro. Going from different site to site, like which ones are trying to get some kind of emotional response and which ones are trying to tell the truth. None of them are really one or the other. It's somewhere in between. So, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I've seen of it lately, though. It is still floating around, hanging out. Oh, actually, with that, it had some shit shoot off of it, too, supposedly. Like a few different things, and then they flew away. It's probably just solar winds.
So it had something shoot off of it.
A few things.
And then flew away.
And it's still going.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, so you never know, guys. If you see a little green man, just say hi. Just say hi. And say, please don't touch me. That's it. Tell him no ET phone home.
It says it's on a one-way trip out of the solar system, though. It's not supposed to be hanging around just doing stuff.
That's the problem, is it keeps changing. They keep saying different shit, dude.
Usual comet activity. Unusual water loss at great distances, suggesting layered ices.
Layered what?
Layered ices. Oh, it didn't even get as close to us as Mars. It passed at a safe distance farther from Earth than Mars is from the Sun at its closest point. So if it was aliens, they were avoiding our asses like the plague.
Well, they saw all
We gotta be like the intergalactic ghetto, bro.
Oh, dude.
They gotta like pull up, stick out their little earphone things to listen to like sample what's going on the planet and be like, oh, hell no.
I mean, what do you think they think about, like, when they're passing? I mean, there's another theory about that, too. Like, alien civilizations don't interact with people that are lesser than them, typically. It's kind of like a...
The longer I'm alive,
consensus.
the more I realize why aliens stick things up our ass.
We probably
I
have
get
the
it.
best holes in the universe.
Well, no, because the human race needs to be studied. Because they're fucking...
There's something wrong here.
There's something wrong here. There's something wrong.
So
I mean, how do we go from shoving things up a turkey's butt to thinking of fat guys coming down the chimney to bring us presents in the winter? To
I think the fat guy coming down the chimney.
we now
before
worship a
shoving
ball dropping
turkeys.
from the top of a building for 10 seconds.
Oh,
And
let's
then-
think about that
And
for a
then we
minute,
have
bro.
fucking Groundhog Day, where you got this little fucking creature that comes out and decides. We have all just magically said, okay, this creature can tell us if winter's going to be 6 weeks or longer. Who the fuck came up with the human race needs to be studied.
The groundhog thing has always made me kind of chuckle.
I always
it's
thought it was fucking hilarious. I'm like, I thought a season was predetermined. Like, there was a first day of spring, there was a first day of summer, there was a first day of winter. On the fucking calendar.
Typically, yeah. Unless you're
And
a
what the
groundhog.
fuck does the groundhog have to do with anything?
It changes. It changes springtime. Quote unquote.
The human race needs to be studied.
Oh, bro. Part of the problem is everybody wants to fight about stupid shit instead of trying to work together. So then we make up all this dumb shit to distract us. On top of it, spring solstice is an important thing and always has been throughout history. Especially for European people when, like, the snow starts melting, and it's nice. It's nice when it gets warm.
Well, it's the start of harvest season is what it is. It means there's going to be
Start a growing
food.
season, yeah.
That's what it means. It means there's going to be food again. Because typically in human history, they start running out of food about this time of year.
Yeah. Yeah, the deer run thin after a while.
Which is the crops that were stored through winter start getting a little
Well,
thin.
yeah, all of it. There's not a lot of animals out. You're not growing anything. You ain't got no greenhouse with heaters in it yet. Or maybe they did. You never know. What if they had like a fire in it, bro? Oh, listen, this could actually work if you think about it. A greenhouse with a fire, but with an escape for the smoke, could, in theory, keep the greenhouse warm enough to grow in the winter without smoking everything to death.
So you're just presuming that they had glass.
No, you don't need glass for that. You just need like a sheet. I mean, it depends if you can make. It depends what kind of sheet material. It could just be a sheet.
You would need something transparent.
Yeah, just
I
something
can't
white.
think of many ancient civilizations that have had transparent materials.
I mean, I doubt we'd find any of it now.
I think it just went away.
Dissolved into the earth because they probably made it out of more natural things or like animal skin. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think you can strip an animal skin so thinly that it's see-through?
I mean, bro, they built pyramids with sticks and stones. Yeah,
Allegedly.
I think. I mean, I know there was more to it than that, but all I guess I'm getting at with that is there was more information, there was more knowledge back then than we give them credit for, 100%. Like we've talked about, we're going through multiple cycles. A lot of this shit could have been done before the last reset, the last mass extinction, you know? Who knows?
Well, I've seen the reports from like Billy Karsten and some of the Egyptologists that if they go around the pyramids and dig their hands down in the sand, they come up with little glass balls.
Oh, nuclear
Being like
destruction.
6 inches or so deep in the sand, which would indicate temperatures hot enough to melt sand into glass. So do you think the Egyptians had that technology then, where they were melting the sand into glass to potentially have greenhouses to grow things?
I mean, I don't think the Egyptians built the pyramids, number one.
I'm not talking about the pyramids.
No.
I'm talking about melting sand into glass.
But that happened way
greenhouses.
before the Egyptians, I guess is what I'm getting at. Quote unquote Egyptians. The Egyptians we know and love. Yeah, so going beyond the Egyptians, though, and whether they were or were not the ones that built the pyramids, as far as the shards of glass in there created by radioactive, like you said, extremely high temperature, but also like radioactive shit. It's like a nuclear bomb. When they were doing it in the desert and testing it out for the Manhattan Project, they had found that glass out there as well. So that's how they can conclude that it is some kind of explosion, some kind of mass. You remember when we were talking about the coronal mass ejection, the CMEs? It's almost like that. And I guess that goes back to what I was saying in the previous episode, where something major happened and cut across our planet and even hit Mars, because we all have the same cut across the planets, and it happens to go across where our deserts are. It's right in the center of Mars, pretty much where ours is. You know what I mean?
You're jumping topics again.
No, we're talking about the radioactive glass. I'm saying, but that could be a cause of that, because it's got all the radioactive material from the sun.
Again, you went out into left field on me. Way out into left field, because we go from talking about greenhouses, where could the Egyptians have had technology to turn their sand into glass to have greenhouses for their societies, is what we were talking about.
Oh, see, I took it the wrong
you
way.
You went into conspiracy land.
When you brought it up, I thought that's where you're going with
No,
it. My bad.
I was trying to further your
we
conversation.
We can skip that, but okay, so with the greenhouses building with glass, yeah, 100%. Egyptians could have made greenhouses from some sort of glass. I mean, they had enough sand to burn it.
Well, it's the only way you're going to have a greenhouse, which is not, I mean, it's not found from any other society that we've been able to find.
So far. But I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess that's a fair point. I mean, I don't think the glass is in the sand is left over from previous greenhouses. Because, I mean, the sheets I don't know how you would, I honestly, personally don't know how you would make those white sheets that can cover greenhouses like hoop houses outside, which is a simple, some wood, some poles, and then some wrap around it. But you can make it all with wood. You don't even need the metal poles or anything like that. You can build it out of even like a square house and put some white topping on it just something to keep it warm on the inside or keep the elements out of it slightly. And then it's like a longhouse or something, you know, but made out of something different. Longhouses weren't sealed completely, but they were warmer on the inside.
But longhouses weren't for plants.
No, they were for people. People need the same temperature as plants.
Not really.
Mostly. You can't sleep outside under 50 degrees forever without enough covering to make you warm,
But
right?
people also need shade in the daytime, which is what those houses would create, and not open air to sunlight.
No, 100%. I'm not saying like exactly like a long house made out of wood. I'm just saying the same kind of principle because they put fires inside those and they had openings to allow the smoke to go out so they can keep the inside warm. But just use that principle and think about some kind of tarp, or they had to have been able to make something like that. I mean, if you can build massive structures, you can build, you got to be able to do that. You don't think so?
But you just said they didn't build the massive structures. I'm just going off what you just said. You think they have the technology to do this, and I'm agreeing with you, other than I have seen no proof of any ancient civilization having glass. Like, other than, like, Rome and the churches with the stained glass.
Don't know for sure. That's what I was saying. Like, most greenhouses, not all greenhouses are made of glass, I guess is that point. They didn't have to be made of glass. But no, you're right. You got me on that one. I definitely...
Yeah, you talked yourself around a square on that one. And everything goes in the square hole.
Everything does go in the square hole,
Everything
folks.
goes in the square hole.
But yeah, no, I mean, even beyond that, though, before whether I think the Egyptians built the pyramids and did all that shit or not, doesn't make a difference to... This could have happened previous to that. People had to grow food before. They had to figure out which water was good to drink. I mean, these are all things that had to have happened for us to still be here today.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not one of the guys that's got to test the water to see if the water's safe to
Could
drink.
you imagine the first person that needs to drink some water? I mean, how did that even work? You ever think about that?
Somebody drew the really, really short straw.
Yeah, but we can't go 3 days without water.
That's
So somebody had to have the knowledge from the beginning to know what kind of water to drink.
maybe that's where the short straw thing came from. Because we're going to give everybody a straw to drink this water at the same time. But the person with the shortest straw is going to get fucking the water first.
I definitely do wonder how many people died figuring this shit out. I would imagine quite a lot.
Could you imagine how many ancient chefs died because their king had an allergy?
Oh my god, dude. 100%. Or the meat wasn't cooked enough. Or they didn't really...
Well, if the meat wasn't cooked enough, you should fire that chef.
Yeah, but they get
But
killed.
like,
Yeah, you get...
and it's not even so
get your
much
head
that,
chopped
maybe it's
off.
not even so much that the king had an allergy. It's that the king's food tester had an allergy. Because back in those days, all the kings had somebody to test their food when they
Yeah,
came
and they
out.
thought it was poison, so
And
they were like,
thought
yeah,
it was
fuck
poison,
this
so
guy.
they killed the chef.
Dude.
But it was just because the king's little food tester had an allergy that they didn't know was an allergy.
I mean, shit, we've still capital punished people that didn't deserve it. So, I mean, it's never changed. People still get in trouble for things they didn't do. Because if he's getting killed for... They think he poisoned him because of food allergy or whatever, but it's not the chef's fault. The guy just had an allergy nobody knew about, and he tried it before the king got it, right?
That's not really capital punishment, though.
Capital punishment is killing somebody who...
You're talking about killing the chef?
Yeah, because, well, they would assume that he's committing treason.
Yeah, but
So,
trying
yeah,
to poison the
technically
king. All right,
capital
I see what you're
punishment
going. It's-
for that.
Took a couple dots to connect. You're good.
Yeah, so I mean, essentially, yeah, kind of capital punishment with that. But either way, yeah, no, that shit sucks for sure. I definitely wouldn't want to be that guy. Either one of them, the guy that got the allergy and died, or the chef.
I don't want to be the chef. I don't want to be the guy that's got to test
Yeah,
the water.
I'm not even trying to work for the king. Fuck that guy. Because you don't even have to do something wrong. If he feels like it's wrong, off with his head.
All right, folks, I'm going to take a break for a minute. We'll give you a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Let's talk about it. You ever noticed how most energy drinks make you feel like you just signed a secret government contract? Heart racing, palm sweating, questioning your entire existence at 3 a.m.? Coincidence? Probably. But we don't take chances. That's why we partnered with W Energy. No sugar, no crash, no mysterious chemicals that make you feel like you just got hit with a sonic weapon from an undisclosed location. Just clean, focused energy. Whether you're gaming, grinding at work, editing podcasts at midnight, or mapping out how the pyramids were actually power plants, W keeps you locked in without frying your circuitry. Head to w.gg, that's DUBBY.gg, Use code BBN at checkout and get 10% off your order. And here's the real truth they don't want you to know. Every purchase using our code helps fund this show. It keeps us on air, keeps the mics hot, and keeps Nick from going fully off-grid. So if you're going to fuel up anyway, support the platform that doesn't outsource its thinking. W.GG, code BBN for 10% off your order. Stay energized, stay questioning. Now back to the rabbit hole. And we're back. So he showed me on break what he was talking about with the hoop houses and having the white fabric over them instead of the clear. I was misunderstanding what he was saying about greenhouses. And honestly, having white fabric over something when plants need sunlight escapes me on how that works to grow. But apparently it works.
Don't get me wrong, it escapes me a little bit too, but it seems like enough of the rays get into it for the plants. So
I think the white just works as a diffuser. You think that's the principle behind it, or?
I mean, okay, so from a grow room perspective, growing plants inside, you usually use like a white on the outside because it reflects the most light. And now I know that sounds counterintuitive to what we're talking about, but with the way those fabrics are, it allows enough light through them to allow the plants to grow. And I mean, you only really put it's because you have to kind of close it off sometimes too. I guess this is more with cannabis growing, but because they need like a 12 hours on, 12 hours off photocycle for their flowering period. Not all plants are the same, for sure.
I'm just wondering how that would work with crops.
I mean, you can the same way. Because, I mean, if you can grow weed in there, weed's just a plant, bro. That's nothing special. I mean, it is special in its own ways, you know. Come on. But
that's God's gift to Earth.
It is God's gift to Earth for sure. But, you know, dude, if that can grow in there, you can grow tomatoes, bro. They got shit like that.
I like how you go to tomatoes, which is like, we're right in the same genome of plants.
Listen, you can grow corn in there, bro. My bad. We can do garlic, some basil. Basil doesn't need a lot of light, bro. Like
what kind of herbs,
most herbs don't need a lot of light. They just need simple, really simple, not a lot of nutrients, just not a lot of water, really not much. Herbs are actually relatively easy to grow, funny enough.
So do you think you could use those techniques to maybe grow plants on, say, Mars?
Yeah. Yeah, but the problem with Mars and growing that is you need more of an enclosed structure than just that because there isn't enough oxygen on Mars.
So you're talking
not
like
enough
a biodome?
CO2. Yeah, which would be mostly made of glass. There's no way to make that out of cloth because cloth allows air to move in and out of it as well as the light. So you can't really do it the same way on Mars as you could do it here, where we have an atmosphere, more of an atmosphere and like protection against that kind of stuff. You know, keep it together.
Would the lower gravity on Mars play an effect on the way plants grow? Like, would we be growing plants upside down or anything to maintain root structures?
I mean, different for sure. Upside down, I think you could get away with doing it the same way you do here on Earth. I doubt the gravity's that bad on Mars.
So we're not going to have no topsy-turvy strawberry plants?
I mean, fuck, bro. You can do hanging gardens of strawberry plants, bro. You fucking just grow that shit hanging, let it vine down with the strawberries on it, have some lights.
It's probably not the best converter for oxygen, though. There's got to be more hardy plants for that.
Well, they're definitely not saving the planet. You know what I mean?
One
it's
strawberry
definitely
at
not
a
going
time.
to fix it. It's definitely not going to fix Mars. Plus, you need the CO2 to grow the plants anyway. They need CO2 before they can create oxygen because they strip the carbon out of it and make it oxygen.
Well, there are a couple countries here now that have plants up and running to take the carbon out of the atmosphere here.
It reminds me of like Civilizations, the game.
I don't think I ever played that game to get that far in it, where I needed that.
In the end, maybe it's more than one of the newer ones, but they have like a carbon dioxide retrieval programs you can set up on there, and it brings down it basically makes you look like a more green friendly country. So if you're using a lot of coal and oil on there, you would need a lot of that.
But if we took and did that and shipped it all in canisters to Mars or the moon,
I think that's a great idea.
it sounds like it solves
That's
two
a
problems.
fantastic idea, bro.
Terraform a planet with it and
Yo,
strip it from our atmosphere when it's hurting us. Well, they claim it's hurting us. We're mostly made of carbon, so I don't know.
just so everybody knows, plants need carbon dioxide to live. So, I mean,
Photosynthesis.
you know, why do you think dinosaurs were so big? There was so much carbon dioxide. Everything was big back then.
Yeah, I have seen the theories that, like, Devil's Tower out in the desert is really just a petrified ancient tree
I've seen that too, man, but
with, like, the tree roots
I don't think I'm
underneath.
on board with that because we'd have more, you'd think. But then again, I guess if they were that big, maybe not. Because one tree would be a whole forest of shade. But that shit would have to be all the way up to the atmosphere, bro. I mean, at that point. There's no way, dude. Like, I don't know, bro. I know what you're saying. I've seen the same shit.
So what if it wasn't an ancient tree? What if it was just an ancient shrub? It was really, really big around at the base, but not very tall.
Like a cheese wheel?
Yeah, like a cheese wheel. An ancient petrified cheese wheel.
It's all up in the air, bro. It's possible. Yeah, you know. I mean, technically, there are petrified wood. I mean, they say the Noah's Ark ship they found in Turkey is petrified wood at this point. That's what they would call it.
That indentation in the hill?
Mm-hmm. It's like almost rock at this point. I'm trying to think of some other... I don't have anything off the top of my head besides that, but there's some other examples of petrified wood on this planet as well. Like, there's a...
It's just weird because it's like you see wood as we know it today, and it's such a fragile building material. Like, if it gets too wet, it fucking deteriorates. If it's too dry, it deteriorates. If it catches on fire, it deteriorates.
So, would you say that maybe there was some kind of catastrophic event that caused that? Everything to freeze in time? Because if there was a rip in the atmosphere, bro, that would freeze everything in time.
But what's going to cause it to just petrify? What is the process?
And I mean, that is
what is the process
fair.
of petrification?
That is fair. I think scientifically it's just long term sitting there. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of weird, actually. Now that I'm saying it out loud, it's like, yeah, no, wood doesn't really do that.
So petrification is a type of fossilization where organic materials such as wood or bone turns into stone through the replacement of organic matter with minerals, usually silica. In the filling of pore spaces occurring over thousands or millions of years, it involves rapid burial in sediment, preventing decay, followed by mineral-rich water seeping into cells to create a precise mineral replica.
So rapid change.
Rapid burial in sediment.
Kind of goes along with all of it.
Sure
though.
sounds like a flood happened to me, followed by water flowing in, mineral-rich water.
Yep.
Sure sounds like a rapid flood to me, catastrophic event to me to cause things to be petrified.
100%.
So if the thing in Turkey is Noah's Ark and it is petrified, wouldn't it have been buried? Did they not survive the flood? Did they crash?
You know, well, they definitely crashed.
They crashed and sunk that fucking ark, and it got buried
but it's
under
at the
mud.
top of a mountain, too. That's what's crazy.
So it hit a high spot. The water was just over the mountains, and they didn't see it, and they hit a high spot. Just like a ship hitting a coral reef. And sank that bitch. And then it got buried under sediment.
Very possible, I would say.
During the global flood, silica, calcite, or iron. Those are the three top pre-mineralization that happens after the rapid burial.
They didn't even have iron back then, supposedly.
Well, when it's just talking about iron in the soil flowing into...
How much iron was in the soil when nobody was digging it up?
Well, if it's on top of a mountain, they didn't know it was there. Who's to say there's not a whole bunch of iron ore inside the...
In the mountain, yeah.
That then got...
Okay, that makes sense.
Particleized in the water and rushed into the pores, like it got picked up by the water.
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, like the water. I mean, when you leave metal in water, it basically deionizes and the water grabs the shit.
But also oxidizes and turns to rust.
Sorry, that was the word I was looking for. Oxidized. Yep.
Ionizing is something different, and I believe there is some kind of effect with ionizing when you put certain metals in water.
But what you were saying is what I was...
The oxidization, where everything turns to rust.
Sure. Which leads to the particles being let off and stuck in the water and moved around. Water absorbs a lot, man. All the carbon it absorbs.
But it says with silica being the most common, it often forms into quartz deposits, which creates a durable rock-like structure. And they're saying it can take millions of years for a process to even come up with petrified wood. So is it millions of years ago that this ark went down, or was it thousands of years ago that this ark went down in this flood?
Depends if you listen to the Bible or not.
I'm just wondering, every culture on this earth seems to have a flood story.
Oh, everybody.
Like every single
every religion.
So therefore,
every culture, every religion has a flood story.
So therefore, with it being such a common theme, it's almost too good to say that. It would almost be stupid to say that
it's false.
It's false.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree with you, brother, 100%. And I mean, like, this is, I think we kind of touched on this a couple episodes ago, but, what would have destroyed the planet and caused things like when we were talking about Atlantis, rickshaw structure over in Africa, we were talking about a big flood, right? I mean, polar reversals could have caused shit like that as well. The solar flare, if everything was just, a coronal mass ejection.
Well,
Something
and if
big
the
enough.
atmosphere wasn't as strong as it is now at any point in time, even a smaller cosmic event from the sun could have wreaked havoc on things.
Do you think we could have had the civilizations on here with less of atmosphere? Because, I mean, we seem pretty dependent on that. And I really do think we are pretty much the remnants of previous civilizations.
I mean, everything seems to be a cycle.
100%.
So if everything's a cycle, the atmosphere is included in that.
Yep.
No, whether or not there was civilizations here when the atmosphere was weaker, stronger, or at the same point we are, just at a different point in time, could that civilization lasted until the atmosphere got weak again? And that's what caused the civilization collapse, because the atmosphere got weak, just in that cycle.
What's scary about you saying that is there was an article about something causing the gravity on the Earth to kind of dissipate for a few seconds coming up pretty soon. Is that the same kind of event that would have caused
Wait,
those?
what?
Yeah, bro. What?
What?
Oh, shit, dude. I think the Y-Files even talked about it.
It was a social media claim.
Yeah, I mean, it might be
August 12th,
fake.
2026.
But it's a thought, dude.
with Project Anchor.
It's a thought, though. I mean, what would happen if our atmosphere got that fucked up where the gravity disappeared? I mean, that would be scary as fuck.
But this
dude.
is talking about gravity being on a switch. This isn't the atmosphere. This one is about
Damn.
intersecting gravitational waves.
Yeah, I would say the atmosphere is kind of gravitational, though.
And it says it's the 7-second hoax. The rumor claims that 94.7% chance of two gravitational waves from black holes intersecting will cancel out Earth's gravity. I hope so.
It says
if it
it's
does
on the
happen,
way to
it's 4
Earth.
days before my birthday. What a way to go out.
I hope I'm in my house.
I hope I'm driving in my truck.
You'll be fine.
I want to go whee off the planet.
You'll be
somewhere.
fine.
Probably.
You got a Tahoe.
I'm going to be slightly disappointed.
You got a tank.
That's right. Chevy. Like a rock. Well, while we're on all this space stuff, man, we talked about it earlier. I think we were off air, though. It was about Buzz Aldrin punching somebody in the face for saying the moon landing was fake. Like, bro, you just got knocked out by an old dude.
Right. No, he fucking was not having that shit. He's like, fucking, I'm tired of hearing about this moon landing hoax. Here you go, little bitch.
So as much as we joke about it, I guess you probably shouldn't joke with an astronaut about the moon landing being fake, because you probably will get punched in the throat.
Yeah, no, don't do it with a 90-year-old ex-astronaut. 100%. Off his rocker.
I mean,
He's even talking about Mars and its moons, bro.
So he has talked about Phobos and Deimos, the two of Mars moons. Phobos is the bigger one. He talked about using them for stepping stones for human space exploration.
And that there's structures on them.
Well, that there was lights. Not structures, but lights. They said that they seen lights coming from them that they couldn't be explained. NASA tried to explain them as reflections of light from ice in a possible spot in an atmosphere. But they can't confirm that there's actually an atmosphere.
Isn't that funny?
But what he said was that he proposed sending astronauts to Phobos, the larger of the two moons, before attempting a Mars surface landing. And his reasoning behind it was the gravity is much lower, so it's easier to land and to take off. Less gravity, less fuel usage. Makes sense to me.
So it sounds like there's enough gravity on Mars for us to survive.
Or enough for us to get sucked there off of one of its moons to use less fuel to at least make a surface mission possible. In his theory. And the other ability there was if we had a base on Phobos, we could potentially operate rovers on Mars in real time. So, like, put people on Phobos and have remote control rovers on Mars.
I'm just going to stop you for a second. I thought they were already remote controlled.
But they're not real-time remote controlled.
Oh, I know. I get that.
Are you aware of how they operate?
It takes X amount of minutes for them to get back the signal.
Not only that, there's only certain times of the day where they do upload codes to the rovers. And that's when they have a clear signal to them. So they'll send an upload code to them and give it commands to do. It will do its thing, and on the next cycle through, it will send results back. And then they send a new set of upload codes. So it's almost like they're pre-programming it for a certain amount of time until the next cycle where it can transmit.
No, yeah, of course, because it takes so long for the signal to get back and forth, supposedly.
I mean, radio waves take time. I drive to Auburn Hills and I lose the radio signal from Detroit all the time. So
Isn't that fucked up, though?
that's kind of fucked up. But yeah, we can communicate
So I
to
lose.
Mars.
I was just going right there, bro. Right there. Yeah, how come our cell signal loses out on Earth when we have multiple thousands of satellites in the sky. And it's pretty much the same as talking to someone on Mars, or a machine on Mars. I'm sorry, not somebody, because, allegedly we haven't been there.
Allegedly.
Yeah, everything's allegedly at this point, folks. So, I mean, I don't know.
So he also suggested that if astronauts could stay on Phobos, they could build infrastructure before humans ever step foot on Mars, and they could terraform Mars from the moon.
What if we just get all the methane gas from here on the planet and just drop a little fart bomb on Mars?
You think the methane's going to do it?
I mean, it creates greenhouse gases. Get an atmosphere going.
Isn't methane in itself a greenhouse gas?
That's what I mean.
But
we need the greenhouse gases for more atmosphere.
I don't know. More than methane.
I'm just trying to get rid of the bullshit on this planet, bro. God damn it. One good thing at a time, okay? Like you said, get all the CO2 out of here. Let's go. Start bottling this shit up. We already have CO2 bottled up. We use it in the can. We use it in the growing. We could already do that.
We could already be.
We could be shipping, just shooting them off into the sky, bro. Like every time SpaceX goes up, what if they're just launching a little CO2 bottle fucking all the way to Mars?
We wouldn't be able to just send one at a time, or we'd have to send a really giant one.
That's fair.
Do you want to just like slingshot a bunch of little canisters over to Mars?
Give them a bunch of whippets.
We're sending whippets to Mars.
We're going to make Mars great again, folks.
In 2009 interview, Aldrin said, "We should boldly go where man has not gone before. Fly by the comets, visit asteroids, visit the moon of Mars. There's a monolith there, a very unusual structure on this little potato-shaped object." So I guess there's a large rock formation.
Gotta follow the monoliths.
Gotta follow the monoliths.
Yeah, that's where the money's going.
That's where all my taxpayer dollars are going.
Yeah, straight to Mars moons. God, dude, we're printing off money for the intergalactic union. You know what I'm saying?
For the union?
I don't
the
know,
intergalactic
bro.
federation?
Intergalactic Federation. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's wild, bro. I mean, they just say some weird shit sometimes, though. You know what I mean? But, yeah. I mean, if we're going conspiracy with this still, dude, the moon landing definitely looks about like the Indian one. Bless you. Sorry, fuck.
It's all that congestion. I do apologize, folks, if you hear me sniffling or anything. I've been fighting a little cold here. I think Nick got me sick last week.
That might be my fault, yeah. I sweated it off before the last episode, but this guy took a whole week to catch any of it.
Fucking feeling it this weekend. I felt fine up until yesterday.
Yeah, so I also heard Elon Musk is kind of backing off of going to Mars because he can't figure all this shit out. It sounds like he's going to just try to land a base on the moon instead first. Which was kind of a conversation before, but that might be his main focus now.
He's got most of the shit figured out. That's what I don't get.
You would think, bro. I mean, I saw a video with the first time the landing happened, bro, when he re-landed one of his launches, bro. Like, that shit was kind of intense, honestly, to watch. It was like, damn, like the first time it's ever happened in our recorded modern history. Like, intense.
Well, I mean, he's got the Boring Company. He's already got ways to make tunnels under a surface figured out.
Yeah, so he's already in inner Earth.
He's got the Tesla robots. That's how he's going to terraform the surface with the Tesla robots. You're not going to take a gasoline-powered vehicle to Mars because I don't know if combustion will even work in the small atmosphere that Mars has. So you're going to have electric cars.
Because you need oxygen for
and he's
combustion.
Got Tesla. He's got SpaceX. He doesn't have much more to figure out. He's almost there. The problem is he's going to go, and he's going to leave everybody else the fuck here. He's not taking anybody with him, bro. He's going by himself with his family and his people and leaving everybody else.
I guess more or less it's bringing people themselves, like real people, is the hard part. Because they don't have as much, they can't figure out the habitable shit. I think that's what the issue is mostly for them, is getting all that out there and having people sign up to never come back. I'm sure he would. I agree with you on that 100%. He's definitely fucking leaving us with his own bunker on Mars.
You know what? At this point, I would.
Why not?
I'd leave and never come back. I'm cool with it.
Why not?
Because
I'd love to travel the stars, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it'd be great. Put me in a cryo chamber for like 200 years and let me end up in fucking...
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
The Andromeda Galaxy or something.
You just have to have somebody cycle out on the ship.
A robot.
Yeah, or have a robot do it.
That's the perfect option.
But I mean, if you want to go that route, don't we already have this with the U.S. Space Force? And the deep space forces that got released by the CIA years ago?
Our deep space attack team.
I wonder if I can find those files again.
Our fucking...
It's been so long.
outer space marines, Orines. Is that what we'd call them? How does that even work? Because they ain't going in water, technically. Maybe not.
I don't know. It's going to take a minute for this thing to try to find them. Yeah, I vaguely remember it was either NASA or the CIA had like some leaked things about names of ships and deep space forces and like supply runs to
I think
these
it was the
ships.
CIA, if I remember correctly.
But I can't find anything about it now, and if I Google it, it says it can't help me. Or ChatGPT,
Which
says
is
it can't
worrying
help
in and
me
of itself, just so
with
you
any
know.
leaked or declassified CIA.
You're like, what kind of
reports.
fuck shit is that, dude? I've never had ChatGPT or fucking GPT or fucking Google tell me, I actually can't help you with that. Like, what?
Yeah, it's
That's your
very
only
strange.
job, is to help me with stuff like that. What do you mean? Shit's fucking wild, bro. It was all a conspiracy theory at one point, folks. So,
Everything's a conspiracy theory until it's not.
100%. It's like, are you breaking the law if you don't get caught?
Yes. You're still breaking the law even if you don't get
Does
caught.
a tree make a sound if it falls in a forest and no one's around to hear it?
Yes, it does.
God damn it. You're just contradicting the first.
Just because nobody's around to hear it doesn't mean it doesn't make a sound.
Listen, I can't disagree with that. Per se.
And the only argument you could have for that is that sound's not
Nobody's
a thing
around to
until
hear it.
until
Yeah.
somebody hears it.
But that goes into simulation theory, bro. Like, God, I said it right. That's why.
So talking about simulation theory, why is it when every time I'm not in the mood for, let's say, Taco Bell, every time I drive past Taco Bell on my way to work, on my way home from work, or whenever I don't want it, that bitch is empty. But the second I want Taco Bell, there's 50 cars in the
Busy
drive-thru.
as fuck.
It's
Yeah.
busy as fuck.
You waiting in a line, bro.
Like, I just don't get it. I'm like, how? Like, is this place just not active until I decide it's active in my world? In my world of the simulation? Like, it's just there. It exists as I'm passing by a scenery. But until I go into that proximity of it, it's not an active location in the simulation.
They're just NPCs in your life, bro.
Well,
And
you
you're
would
an
have to
NPC in
think,
somebody else's life.
For us to live in a simulation, the amount of computing power it would take to have the entire world active constantly at one time would take so much energy, so much power.
The universe has a lot of power, brother. There's a lot of suns out there.
Yeah, but to harness all those sun's energies, you would need a bunch of like Dyson spheres and Dyson rings.
I mean, let's think about it, though. Look at the computing power we have nowadays, and let's look at a lesser version of ourselves on like a, I don't know, like a,
Well, look at 80 years ago with IBM, when the IBM computers came out.
yeah.
The IBM, like 5100s or whatever. My phone does way more than that thing could ever even dream of doing.
Our phones do more than what it took to land on the moon, bro. 100%.
Yeah,
So,
it was like
allegedly.
8-bit operating system.
Yeah, not great.
Most of our phones around like 64.
Yeah. What? Tin can.
Tin can with some string. Well, if you look into how they programmed some of these space-faring vessels,
Mhm.
it's not on microchips. It's on strings of wire woven together and like sewn together.
Yeah, like fiber optics.
No, like copper wire woven and sewn together.
Mm.
Let's see if I can show you real quick. So yeah, so what I'm referring to is the core rope memory that they used in the Apollo missions guidance computer. And what it is a bunch of copper wires strung together, and they go in and out of transistors. And whether or not that copper core goes through the transistor or around it tells the computer that it's a 1 or a 0 in binary code, and that's how it was all programmed. And like there were people that strung these things together, and like one line of code would take 6 months to make.
Piece by piece.
Piece, one transistor at a time, in and out.
That's a lot of work, folks. I'm just going to be honest. That's a lot of work.
But it's also reliable. You can't break it, and it's EMP proof because it's all analog, manual, like hard transmitted signals by going in and out of this transistor.
So that was for like the original Apollo missions and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
it was
They
for
had
all the
that?
Apollo missions.
I wonder if that was before they discovered crystals can hold information like that.
Probably, because we're talking like the 70s, so the 60s and 70s for these.
Well, it's just interesting because DNA holds a lot. as well, like a lot of code. Everything's a code. I mean, no
Well-
matter how you look at it, everything's a code in life, bro. Like algorithms, codes, simulation, bro. Like
a lot of binary, a lot of ones and zeros. Well, if you look at Microsoft has got that where they're experimenting with DNA computers. Well, like 1 gram of DNA can hold petabytes of data.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. And there's nothing. A little string of DNA isn't any kind of space taking up.
Yeah, but then
Anything.
you bring in the moral complexity of, is it okay to grow this human brain on this table in this little chamber to use it as a computer? 'Cause that's essentially what they're doing. They're using live matter for computing power. Sounds awful matrixy to me.
I mean, it's not all live though. I mean, what do you consider alive? A living? Just organic stuff? Just people like us? Because I mean, if you have an AI, isn't it alive? If it's doing all of its own things and making its own decisions. Not that our AI is like that now, but
Oh, there's people trying to make it that way where it is sentient, and it's
exactly.
That's
So when
terrifying.
it becomes sentient, like, isn't that alive at that point?
I don't ever want AI to become sentient.
I fucking don't either.
I like using AI as a tool
But that
to
does
gather
that
data and
change?
to expand my knowledge.
Does that change?
It doesn't change what other people are going to do with it.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all. That's for sure.
But Microsoft's DNA computer.
I mean, it makes sense because the brain is.
So Microsoft is doing this because they're claiming there's a looming digital storage crisis. Well, maybe if they weren't collecting our data from everything, from everybody, maybe there wouldn't be a looming data storage crisis.
I'm surprised we're not using crystals yet.
I don't think they know how to.
I don't think so either. Well, I don't know, bro, because like it could all just be a facade. They're just using these as excuses to do what they want to follow their agenda.
So as far back as 2017, Microsoft successfully stored 200 megabytes of data on a single strand of DNA.
That's a lot.
And they're working on scaling this to industrial levels, aiming for a system that can fit in a data center. That's a lot of DNA.
That's a lot. Yeah, but that's a lot that a little bit of DNA can store too. I don't even necessarily think it's bad. I mean, that's why I'm saying like the crystal thing. Like the crystal skulls, bro. Supposedly they store a lot of knowledge.
You've been watching a lot of the Y-Files, haven't you?
I've seen it on multiple things.
There's a lot of butts, man. There's a lot of butts in those files.
There's a lot of butts everywhere.
Shout out to AJ and Hecklefish.
Yeah, no, it's a great show for sure.
It's a fantastic podcast. If you haven't checked them out, please go and do so.
But yeah, bro, like if you can store it's like DNA. The way they portray it is almost like how much you can store in DNA. You can store that in crystal and like quartz. You know what I mean? So like, what if all the quartz we're trying to like fuck around with has been used for shit like that, and we're just fucking it up like we do with old structures?
So like if we took in, so you're thinking that potentially ancient civilizations could have used a quartz deposit in the ground and use that as a data center to store data.
Why not?
And by us mining the earth, we're fucking up past data that could live in that crystal.
100%.
That's a thought I never really had.
Yeah,
Can appreciate that.
If you can put information into crystals, I mean, like I said, but this still isn't proven, but technically you can. They've brought it up like numerous times.
Well, in theory, you can.
In theory, you can, 100%.
So this is saying that beyond storage, Microsoft is exploring molecular computing and using DNA-based systems for searching and processing information. That's where it gets scary. Because you now have little tiny lab-grown brains.
They always take it to that level. That's what the problem is. It's always to that level, dude.
Well, and meanwhile, they want us to pay for the data centers. They
Of
want us
course.
to pay to upgrade all the infrastructure for the data centers.
And deal with the pollution. Don't forget about that. The side effects. All the extra energy stations around you. All the extra 5G. All the extra bullshit waves blowing through your brain on a daily basis.
And the fucked up thing is all these points that I'm bringing up are all from Microsoft's website. They're not even hiding it, bro.
Straight
It
from
is
the
on-
source.
It is on their website.
Nobody's hiding anything anymore. Nobody. Like nobody.
In their mission statement on this project, Microsoft's goal is to make DNA a practical, sustainable, and cost-effective alternative for cold archival data storage.
I mean, it does make sense though. Let's be real. I mean, in all honesty, it'd probably be better if we had some kind of smaller system that can hold all this instead of data centers. I will give that statement out there. But then that goes back to the crystal thing. Is that what they did back in the previous civilizations? Did they store it all in crystals for us to find? Like we're trying to do with this other shit? Because like data centers aren't going to stick around. Electrical wire and shit is just going to go back into the earth. It'll collapse eventually. You know? So, but crystals don't. Crystals don't just disappear.
Well, my problem with storing data in DNA is it might be small, cost effectively. You could store your whole family's fucking thing on a vial this big. Your entire family history.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to subject my DNA to be able to be used as storage. Because then they have your genetic code. Then your code is sequenced in the database.
You don't think they have it already? Have you ever got your blood drawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
They probably already got it.
Yeah, you never know. Oh, they definitely got something. And they keep all that shit. How do you think they have DNA from like murders from like 50 years ago? They're
that's why we have a data storage problem. Because they don't ever throw any of the old data away.
They're hoarders, bro. Goddamn hoarders.
Data hoarders.
Shit.
So crystal data storage, also known as 5D memory crystal or Superman memory crystal, is a data storage method that uses lasers to inscribe data into nanostructured voids within fused quartz. This method can store up to 360 terabytes of data per disk, which is enough for 72 million photos. The data can last for billions of years, even at temperatures as high as 1,000 degrees Celsius.
I'm about to replace my Google image saving shit because I got that drive on Google to save some of my personal stuff, you know? I'm going with crystals, I think. Google can't survive fire like that.
Are you sure? I think Google's surviving a whole lot
I
of
guess
stuff.
they might have it all like crystals, bro. You don't even know.
Yeah, Google might already.
Dude, what if they are
operating on crystals?
That's crazy, bro. Already, it's possible.
Ultra fast lasers write data into the material using 2 optical dimensions and 3 spatial coordinates. Hence this 5D name. A polarizer and optical microscope read the data by detecting changes in light polarization caused by the material's optical anisotropy. I don't know what that last word means.
How's it spelled?
By the material's optical anisotropy. anisotropy. Anisotropy? It's got to be just the way the light projects.
Yeah, 100%.
The crystal is made of fused quartz, one of the most durable materials on Earth. It can withstand freezing, fire, impact forces of up to 10 tons per centimeter squared, and cosmic radiation.
Bro, there's a whole cavern with quartz crystals that humans can't even be in because it's so humid in there you can die. Like, we can only be in there for so much amount of time. But there's a whole cavern with, like, giant-ass quartz crystals, bro. It was meant to stick around, dude. I guess is my point with that. It was meant to stick around.
What do you think this is going to be? So you're pretty sure this is the way the data could be stored past an extinction event?
100%. 1,000%.
But what good is it to be stored after an extinction event if there's nobody around to see the data? It would take another society after us to get to this point again to even be able to see that data.
That's why they left hieroglyphs too, bro. Like, somebody's got to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be... Like, we sent that disc off into space, bro. Remember that one with the gold disc that has, like, a bunch of letters, like binary code and stuff on it? Because it's the, like, quote-unquote language of the universe. So, like, yeah. Honestly, yeah. It's possible. I don't see why not. I mean, everybody has their own ideas of what's going to stick around for a while. You know what I mean? So, like, it could have changed over time. You know, like crystals, stone, gold discs.
So you're referring to the Voyager golden records?
Yeah, yep.
All right, folks, for those of you who don't know what the Voyager golden records are, because I'm sure there's some of you that don't, it's 2 12-inch gold-plated copper phonograph records containing sounds, images, and greetings from Earth. The Voyager launched in 1977. So that was like the best of the technology we had at that time to send out. We didn't have CDs, we didn't have thumb drives, or hard drives, or quartz crystal hard drives to send out to the world, so we sent them a record.
No iPhones either.
There ain't no iPhones. Designed to last billions of years of interstellar space, they act as a time capsule for intelligent alien life, featuring 115 images, natural sounds, and music.
How can you say something's designed to live for 1 billion years without knowing a goddamn not being alive for 1 billion years? Sometimes that shit makes me questionable because, like, what are we talking about? How do you even? I mean, yeah, I understand extrapolating it and like taking a formula that's working for a specific amount of time and then putting that out for the rest of the time. But like billions of years, really, billions of years, bro.
It's a copper disc that's plated in gold. What's gonna degrade?
Plated in gold.
It's 24 karat gold plated.
Someone's gonna steal the copper, bro.
Just because we live in the hood doesn't mean all the aliens live in the hood and are just gonna strip the shit for its copper.
But gold plated. I thought they were all gold, to be honest. But that's
It's
interesting.
a 12-inch copper disc that's plated in gold. So
I know.
I'd be a little mad if they sent two 12-inch gold discs into space entirely fully solid gold. Some alien just got fucking rich.
No. Here's the thing. It kind of makes me feel like we're a bunch of cheap asses, bro. We couldn't even give them fucking real shit. We're going to send them gold-plated fucking music, bro.
We'll take that bitch to the pawn shop, and they're going to tell them best they can do is tree fitty. So the record includes 55 languages, 90 minutes of music ranging from Bach to Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry?
Natural sounds, including thunder, wind, and animals, and 116 images encoded in analog.
You know how much aliens love hearing the animals they want to probe?
Moo.
I want that ass.
That is why they stick things up our ass. It's all starting to make sense. Dude, so Carl Sagan led the team for this. These are letters of introduced intended to showcase the diversity of life on Earth.
At least they didn't put the TV nowadays on there, because if they had seen some, like, Jersey Shore shit...
Just imagine the aliens watching Love Island.
Oh, my God. Yeah, they ain't coming here. They might be like, well, look at all those holes.
We're the planet that these aliens pass, and they roll their fucking windows up and turn the recirc on, because they don't even want to breathe the same air that we are.
Yo, dude, for real, like, driving through the fucking hood, bro. You roll your windows up, lock your doors. You don't let nobody in.
Gat on the lap.
They got their little laser gat laser.
Fucking, yeah.
The gazers. They got the gazers on them, bro. Come on. Don't be fucking around with that. I mean, you don't think, like, Elon Musk might be a robot, maybe? It's a possibility.
He's awful boxy. I've seen those pictures of him on that yacht. He's awful square.
He's square as fuck.
He's awful square.
He's got a lot of kids, though. I mean, women like that, apparently. Or it's the money. I don't know.
It's got to be the money.
100%.
There's no way he's got a 10-foot dick. I just don't see it.
Yo, that's murder charges right there with a 10-foot dick. Like, you're killing somebody.
It's called the hammer.
It's called the splitter, maybe. He's splitting this shit in half. But no, dude.
I don't have patience for 10 kids. That man's crazy.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to take care of them, bro. He's got money enough to take care of that shit elsewhere. But anyway.
You sent me the video of Chuck Schumer. Like, the lady tapped his hand and he, like, conked out, dude.
No, Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell.
It was Mitch McConnell?
Yeah. Yeah, so Mitch McConnell, dude, I don't even know who the lady was, but he was on there talking, and he started, like, muttering the way Joe Biden was his second half, or the second half of his presidency, at least, the ending. And she, like, tapped his hand or something, and it's almost like he had a factory reset.
Yeah, it was very
And he had to, like, dial up reload. And the guy behind him's laughing. Like, he rolled his eyes, bro. He rolled his fucking eyes. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, and laughed about it. Like, I mean, Joe Biden definitely, even in the Epstein, listen, dude, this is what I'm talking about. I can't even not go into this shit, bro. Everything has the Epstein files involved. Even they say that Biden was a double. He was a fucking actor in a mask. That's why his ears are different. He talks different. He's obviously acting retarded. You know what they say, bro? Look retarded, act retarded, not retarded. You never want to go full retard. And Joe Biden went
like him
full
holding
retard.
Joe's hand with the sunglasses on and his black sweatshirt, like trying to walk through the sand, and then seeing the videos of like
the robot,
Boston Dynamics robots walking.
Oh my god!
And I'm
bro.
like, holy crap, the similarities are there. Like, it's almost hard to not see it. It's crazy.
And it's not that I think he's a robot, but like, no, that shit is funny as fuck. I just think that it's some kind of clone. I don't know, bro. Yeah,
I'm
I guess.
starting to think it's more of a robot than a clone. I think it's an
What's
animatronic.
the difference, actually? I guess that's what I'm
clone
thinking
is
about.
a breathing biological creature. A robot with fake
clone
skin
of a
on it is still an
person
animatronic.
And an AI is still a clone of a person. You know what I mean? It's alive with that person's intelligence, that person's thoughts, that person's.
So you're thinking they transferred his conscious
that-
into a
man,
robot? Because I mean,
now it sounds crazy, bro.
There's been
When you say it
scientific
like that,
studies done with that.
I know, but it sounds crazy when you say it like that. It's like I know, like
So if that's the theory, then Biden died. They transferred his conscious into a fucking into a robot. I think it's
Not all
easier
of
for
it,
him to just
obviously,
be
though,
a
'cause
fucking robot that's an animatronic that's pre-programmed.
Fridays at Freddy's, bro. Like that, you know. That's how it is.
Who else is a clone then, or a robot?
Well, I mean, if given recent evidence of the Mitch McConnell shit, like I don't know, bro. Everybody.
Do you think they're going to try and cover it? Or do you think they're just going to try to let it get swept under the rug and hope nobody catches it?
Can they even say we can't catch it at this point? I feel like it's been caught. I know we're not the only ones with these opinions.
But it's only going to be caught if enough people speak out about it. And we're all going to get called conspiracy
Okay,
nuts.
let's just go back to Nazi Germany. Did enough people speak out about the shit they didn't want? Because they were afraid of their own lives. And now we have even more comforts than we did then. Not even us, but, you know, people in general. Like in Germany, they didn't have anywhere near this shit before World War II. They had a lot less than we've ever had here.
I can agree with that. But, I mean, did people speak out? Probably.
Then they got killed. Exactly my point, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, that's why nobody wants to do it. Ain't nobody want to die like that, dude. What?
So therefore, do you think it's just going to get swept under the rug?
100%. That's why Trump's talking about aliens now again. Like, presidents only talk about this shit when they want to distract on their other nefarious deeds. Like, something's going on. He's working for Netanyahu or something, dude. Like, there's some shit going on. I know I keep bringing that up, but it's like, it's so obvious now. Like, the one dude saying the first Jewish president, and then this chick's like the biggest donor for his campaign, and she's Jewish, and like, what?
Her husband was a lover of Israel. Words right out.
Literally right in
Wow.
there. Right in there. Like, I mean, I can't even, like Kyle has said at least 50 times this episode, right in our face. It's not even hidden anymore. None of this has been hidden to us these last 6 months to a year, the last couple of years actually. Nothing's been hidden. Everything's pretty much out in the open. Like, they wanted to kill the Nazis back in 2020, you know, inciting violence. Then Trump said, "No, fuck that," and we got MAGA and all this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's just red versus blue now in this country. Doesn't matter if you don't line up with
yeah, you're either left or right. There's no in the middle anymore.
If you don't line up with the one side, you're a Nazi, you're a fascist, you're a racist, a homophobe, a xenophobe. They've used the words to the point where it doesn't even mean anything anymore. It's so watered down, it's like, oh, all right, cool.
Don't even give a shit anymore.
And on the other side, if you're not far enough that way, you get called a bunch of names too.
Yeah, you're a liar. You don't care enough. You're on the other side. You know, whatever.
You get called brainwashed. You get called libtard. I mean, bootlicker's been thrown around a lot.
Bootlicker.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, all right.
It's all propaganda, dude. And, like, it goes back into the one world government shit, dude.
You think it's going to happen? You think they're going to fake an alien invasion? And
I already think we're at a one world government, bro. That's why everything's so concise and planned, and certain people are okay and other people are not. I almost already think we're there. I just think it's going to be more, and they're trying to get more. You know what I mean? I mean, like we've talked about with Russia, what if he takes mostly of Europe? We just let him do it. I mean, nobody's stopping us doing what we're doing. So what if China invades Taiwan? Are we actually going to revolt against them, or are we just going to let it go since we're already doing the same shit? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, where does it end? Israel's doing whatever they want. They're forcing us to go after Iran. They went after Gaza, and they've killed 100,000 something people, most of which are civilians. Yeah, I'm sorry to bring it to the dark side, but fuck, dude, like, this is what's going on. Like, this is, it's kind of like
That whole section of the world has been at war for thousands of years.
thousands.
Carpet bomb that motherfucker. Send them all back to sand. And we can go about peacefully for another 1,000 years because it's going to take them that long to rebuild everything from sand. Just
It is pretty hot there. You can make glass with hot things.
I'm over it. Carpet bomb the whole fucking thing.
It's a joke at this point, dude. It's a joke.
It's a huge joke. I just know that if we're the most powerful country in the world, why are we bending at will to a little tiny thing that would be nothing without us in the first place? Is there that much money in that country that has everybody in this fucking nation bought?
100%. That's a hard question to answer, man.
Yeah, you got 70% of the seats of Congress bought by AIPAC.
Bought by AIPAC. But from what money? Our money.
From our own money that we're sending over there for what?
This goes back to the
This is
fucking
just one
MAGA
giant laundry.
yarmulkes, bro.
This is one giant
The
fucking money
mamakas.
laundry.
The goddamn yarmulkes, bro. Honestly, it's like I said, dude. Like, obviously, the last few presidents have been bought by Israel.
Well, this one is too, apparently.
That's what I'm saying. Like, fuck, dude. Like, even I can't believe that dude openly came out and said the first Jewish president. People don't just say shit like, yeah, you might make a fuck up here and there, but like, you don't. Yeah, he fucked up by not saying it the right way, that's for sure. The first president that supports the Jews is what he could have said, which is probably what he was supposed to say, but he was too old to remember that. Think about it. I mean, it's right there.
He's clearly not the first president to support Israel.
No, but it's obviously a big show now. I mean, Netanyahu's here, he's been here like fucking 12 times since Trump's been president.
Yeah, come and ask for more money.
He's
money.
like, help me, Mr. Trump. Help me. Yeah, money, boy. Ching, ching.
That's my taxpayer dollars going over to Israel. That's bullshit.
Fucking, that's why they got a better defense system than us.
Nah, Trump's trying to build a golden dome.
Yeah, we got to get Greenland all the way. But nobody talks about that anymore. It's gone. We lost it.
No,
God
Greenland
damn it.
is ours. We beat Denmark in hockey. The ancient ice accords of 1042 say
We're going by Olympic standards now? That's how we're doing it with the Winter Olympics going on?
The ancient standards of ice combat. We defeated you in some form of ice combat. You now have to forfeit your land.
Did
to
our
us.
figure skaters win? Because that's a form of ice combat. That's Dan's bat.
Hockey's better. I'm just going to go with the hockey standards. I don't care about the figure skaters.
Listen, I'm just trying to be inclusive.
Was there figure skating for the Winter Olympics?
Yes. What? When else would you do figure skating? You do it on the water?
Yeah.
You got little jet skis on your fucking feet. Oh my god, I love it. Yep, that's right, folks. We got the summer games coming up, and we're doing water skiing.
No, I watched a little bit of the hockey. I watched a little bit of the bobsled and toboggan stuff.
That's fun. That's fun. 100%.
The cross country where they shoot the guns and ski.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Oh shit.
Was like the only, and a little bit of the snowboarding.
I was watching the hockey mostly, but also lost money on that. Thanks, Canada. You guys could have just lost the match and I would have made some money. I would have appreciated that, but it's good. It's good. We're cool, but fuck you.
I don't gamble like that, man.
Bro, listen, dude. I went on the underdogs number 1. That's my fault, I guess. But we were winning. I could have cashed out for more than what I even put into that shit. And I waited because I'm like, well, they're already 2-0. I'm like, fuck it, dude. We got this shit. No. Then they didn't finish. You know what I'm saying? The Finns didn't finish.
They did you like the Lions have always done me. Every time I've bet on the Lions.
Oh, my God, bro.
They have a great 3 quarters and they lose it in the 4th.
They always fuck up in the 4th, bro. Goff always fucks up in the 4th.
Yeah, it's like a choke artist.
Every single year we've ever been far enough. Choked. How do you even do that? Multiple times. Like, yeah, fucked up, dude.
That's good old Lions.
Took
I'm
my
sure
fucking
anybody
money.
that's been a Lions fan will tell you it's the same shit.
Oh, I have had family members that have been Lions
Every
fans
year.
through all this shit, bro. You remember we were the worst team in history? Dude, that's literally a thing, bro.
Yeah, the losingest of all losing teams.
Yeah, the most losses ever, 0-16.
I remember
What the fuck?
when you couldn't give away Lions tickets.
Yeah, nobody even wanted that shit. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna go, man. You're good.
All right, so we're a little over the hour marker.
Yeah, I guess, man. What do you think? We're good off this shit for the night, or you want to talk about something else? Got any other funny shit you want to talk about? Crazy stories you've seen this week?
Oh, the other thing I want to talk about this week is the robots from China that were doing the kung fu.
Oh, bro, I saw some shit with that. There was this little kid fighting the robot, and they were like perfectly in sync. He was blocking like the robot's moves and et cetera, back and forth and shit, vice versa.
Yeah, I seen the one of like 8 of them on stage all doing the kung fu shit.
Oh, the full
Yeah.
stage act? Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
It's a little nerve-wracking. You think China's going to send robots over here to fight us?
If they can make
Like,
their
is
boats
China,
over
is
here.
China building iRobot?
Yeah. You don't think we are?
No.
Here's the thing. We don't show that shit.
Well, the ones that we do show are nowhere near like that.
Maybe it's for a reason. Remember, you remember the military had the internet like 30 to 50 years prior to us being able to use the internet?
Yeah, and GPS and all the other shit.
GPS, telephones, all this shit, dude. So, like, yeah, I mean, a little bit, yeah. I would say a 75% chance that we're hiding some shit that nobody knows about. Otherwise, why hasn't anybody attacked us? Obviously, there's some more shit at play that most people don't know about. Or it's a facade.
Well, they're just waiting. What if the shit's already here and they're just waiting?
What shit?
The technology they want to use, the
Against us?
robots. Yeah.
Ooh.
What if it's already all been imported into the country and they're just
Bunch of
waiting
extra
to be
storage
activated?
containers and fucking
Well, there was those
shipping
buildings
containers and shit,
in New York that had a bunch of SIM cards in them that, when it was activated, could entirely shut down the Tri-City area of cellular communications.
Oof, see, I didn't see that. That's crazy.
I'll send you that link when I pull it back
Yeah, you don't
up.
gotta do it right now, but yeah, send me that shit for sure. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and
I would believe it
they're
though. I
SIM
mean,
farms is what they're calling them, but they've busted like 3 or 4.
don't
of
you
them
remember
now.
the Russian hackers that shut down the oil pipeline down in the southern states? It's probably been like 10 years now, but they shut it down and demanded some Bitcoin or whatever from the government or the state, and they had to send it to them just to get them to open up the pipelines again because like nobody was getting power or nothing.
Yeah.
That's just crazy, bro.
Well, it's like Stuxnet over in Iran. It was a virus that was designed to attack the programming logic controls, and it was causing centrifuges and other uranium facilities to go crazy and destroy themselves because they were spinning it out RPMs and stuff.
Good old discombobulator.
And it was like too complicated to be a private hacking group, so it had to have been a state-run or state-sponsored.
No,
virus.
yeah, same shit for sure. That shit's crazy, dude. Just think about that kind of spycraft. That shit's still going on. And everybody knows about it, too. Like, all the countries are aware that every other country on the planet that means anything has spies in their country. And it's just, then they do the same thing to everybody else. It's all state budget, dude. Like, follow the money,
you see,
bro.
like, these things where it's like these knockoff vacuums, like the knockoff Roombas that people are buying. And they go into your house, they hook up to your Wi-Fi network, and they translate the blueprint of your house where it's cleaning, and they send it back to a Chinese cloud server.
It's all information because they know we all have guns.
They're mapping everybody's houses in the States.
I mean, could you imagine walking into a country where all the citizens have guns, essentially? We're the only one.
They don't have to walk in if they just send the robots.
Oh, fuck, bro.
If they crash our grid, take over the or crash the cellular network.
Shh. Don't tell them the obvious ways
And
to
deploy
win.
the robots in the vacuums. We're fucked.
God damn it, dude. The robots are going to pull out AKs on us?
I don't know if there's some kind of hidden code that...
I mean, just think about that
I
shit.
mean,
What
if
if
it's
they got like a
connected-
little dart?
But if
little
it's
dart in there?
connected to your Wi-Fi on any kind of way, then in theory, over network, it could transmit a malware or a virus to everything that's hooked up to the network in your house. And
Oh,
shut
yeah.
each individual house
Life's
down that
fucked.
has one of them in there.
100%. 100%, dude. No, that's crazy, though.
I think we're fucked. On some level, we're screwed here.
I mean, our whole lives are on our phones, bro. Like, everything we do, like... could you even imagine not using your phone nowadays? and still doing the same shit you're doing now?
Probably not.
No, fuck no. There's no way. Can't bank. Can't fucking get a hold of people. Can't
I could still go to the bank. It would just be miserable. It would be god awful to have to go to the bank.
You wouldn't even know what's in there. Oh, yeah, I guess you had, I guess old school style for sure. 100%. Damn, yeah.
We're 3 days away from, like, craziness. 3 days without electricity, 3 days without food, 3 days without clean water.
Well, people would have food for the first 3 days.
Everybody would lose their shit.
I'd say 6 days without electricity, for sure. 100%. 6 days without electricity, 100%. Because
3 days, 9 meals.
No, because we're still stealing the food from the store, bro. Like, it'll take a few days to empty the stores out.
Will it, though? I don't think it will.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the
Because somebody's going to be up there taking that shit over, bro. We're going to have people up there with guns, bro, like groups of people. Like, we're going to take over a store. What are you talking about? We're going to get Costco. We'll take over a Costco. We'll find one by, like, a gun store. So we have ammo. Plenty of food, supplies, toilet paper, paper towel. Look, even if we had a bigger group of people coming at us, bro, we could be like, hey, look, we got paper towel, toilet paper. We got you guys. You guys want to chill for a while? Like, what's up?
You have an interesting take on an apocalyptic situation, my friend.
Listen, man, people are still people, dude. I mean, yeah, when it becomes a situation where you have no choice, 100%, someone's dying. But when you got a situation where you can negotiate, no. All the niceties sound good. You know what I mean?
I think negotiations would go out the window pretty quickly in current societal situations.
I mean, it's getting pretty hot right now, 100%.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's because of all the bullshit. Everybody's tired of all the bullshit. The propaganda, the fucking fake news, the fucking AI bullshit. It's getting old.
It is indeed.
Not getting the truth from anybody that we put in charge, paying their salaries, not getting nothing from them. Fuck that.
Well, I mean, the conspiracy theorist is vilified this year, for sure. So many things have come out that used to be crazy conspiracy tinfoil.
They thought Alex Jones was crazy.
It turns out he's not.
I know, and he's still got that lawsuit. He lost all his shit. Because he made one bad, maybe, allegedly made one bad mistake. He lost everything he worked for his entire life.
That's all it takes.
And he didn't hurt nobody. He just hurt he didn't physically hurt anybody. He hurt somebody's feelings.
No, but if they want to take you out, they're going to take you out.
100%. But it's crazy that he was right about almost everything. Majority of what he was saying. And he was crazy, bro. The craziest guy on the planet.
There's a little truth in the crazy. There's always a little bit of truth in the crazy. It might not be what you want to hear, or the way they deliver it might suck, but...
Yep, 100%.
You got to hear somebody out because there's probably some truth in it.
All myths have a speck of truth.
Can agree with that.
And I guess that's where we'll leave it at tonight, folks. You ever ask yourself that question? What's the truth behind this story?
We'll leave you on that. This has been Kyle and Nick with the BBN signing off. Don't outsource your thinking.
That's it for this episode of the BBN podcast. If this episode made you uncomfortable, good. That means you were paying attention. Hit follow, leave a comment or review, and share it with someone who isn't afraid of questions without easy answers. Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and don't outsource your thinking. We'll see you on the next episode.